September is a month where life is finally going to start picking up the pace and move forward with momentum after life was slow and stagnant over the last few months. So you're going to be making a lot quicker progress in your life, and you can expect things to finally start taking off. Your manifestations are finally going to start coming your way, and events that you've been waiting for are finally going to start taking place. Also, be sure to check out Everclear.com in the link in my description below. They have my personal favorite tarot readers and psychics. I highly recommend getting a monthly forecast in the form of a tarot reading or psychic reading from them. Also, be sure to subscribe for more horoscopes and in-depth astrology content. From September 4th and onwards, Venus retrograde finally ends, so Venus will station direct for the entirety of September, which means that your love life is going to significantly improve. It'll become a lot easier to navigate around your romantic relationships. You'll have a lot more clarity when it comes to your love life. Also, it'll become a lot easier for you to make major decisions, and your manifestations will finally start coming to you a lot more quickly for the entirety of September. So it'll become easier to manifest. Also, if your ex came back during Venus retrograde, or you had difficulties in a romantic relationship, or you started a new relationship, you are going to finally have a lot more clarity in your love life as September progresses. You're finally going to figure out what role these romantic relationships play in your life and whether or not they are worth pursuing, if there is a future in these romantic relationships, if things are going to end. So you're going to figure out the truth about your romantic relationships, and you'll have clarity as to how they are going to move forward for the rest of the year. Also, you're going to want to mark down September 3rd and September 4th in your calendar. We will have Mercury trine Jupiter, so it's going to be an amazing time for manifesting something into your life, whether you want to manifest love, financial abundance, career success, etc. The 3rd to the 4th is also going to be an amazing time for getting along with people, having excellent conversations, bonding. You can expect to get along very well with people and to have very good luck on these days. From September 5th to September 6th, we have a Sun Mercury cazimi, which means that you are going to have a major realization around this time. You may figure out the truth about something or someone, so you can expect to have a lot of clarity around something important. You're going to have very valuable realizations and insights that are really going to help you out. Around September 7th, September 8th, we are going to have Jupiter trine the Sun, so you're going to be extremely productive around this time. You can expect to be very social and extroverted. There will be a lot of good energy. You'll be extremely creative. You'll be very energized. You'll be able to get a lot of work done and out of the way. And overall, you should be very happy around this time, and socialization should be great. So expect to have very positive energy around this time. On the 14th, we have a new moon in Virgo. So you can expect to be very productive around this time, and you are going to be very analytical. So you may be creating a new plan, a new strategy, which is going to set you up for future success. From September 15th and onwards, Mercury retrograde will finally end. So Mercury will station direct in Virgo, which means that communication will run a lot more nicely. So you may have found that there was miscommunication, there could have been ghosting, but you'll find that communication can finally run smoothly. So from September 15th and onwards, once Mercury and Venus are both direct, you'll find that life will finally really start to pick up the pace. It'll move very quickly, and all the hard work and effort that you put in over the past few months during the retrogrades will finally start paying off. So you'll start reaping the rewards of your hard work and labor over those past few months. Over the summer, you may have done a lot of work without gaining a lot of recognition, but from the 15th and onwards, you are finally going to start gaining that recognition for that work. From September 15th and onwards, your life is finally going to start taking off, and you are going to reap newfound success after life was very slow and stagnant beforehand. Now, don't forget, we are still going to be in the shadow period. So we have the Venus retrograde shadow period, which lasts 2 weeks, and then we also have the Mercury retrograde shadow period, which lasts 2 weeks. So even though things are going to start picking up the pace, it's going to take some time before that really starts happening. But you'll find that once the shadow periods are over in October, that's when life will really start gaining momentum, and that's when your goals are really going to start coming to fruition. But you're going to get a little taste of that in September. From September 15th to September 18th, we are going to have Jupiter squaring Venus, which is going to bring in a boost of optimism and happiness. You are going to have extremely positive energy around this time. You'll be getting a lot of work done. Again, you'll be very productive. You're going to be extremely lucky, and something that you've been manifesting for a long time is finally going to come your way during these days. So there's going to be a lot of abundance coming your way, whether this is abundance in your love life or financial abundance, career abundance. You also want to mark down the 15th to the 18th down in your calendar as as this is going to be one of the best times out of the entire year to manifest. From September 23rd going into October, we are going to have Libra season. So socialization should be running very well. You'll be getting along very nicely with the people in your life. You may be making new friends and acquaintances. So this is going to be a very social time, and this time will be very harmonious for connecting with others. There's going to be a lot more harmony in your social life and a lot less aggression. On September 25th, we will have Jupiter trine Mercury again, which again will be a great day for manifestation. So you can mark the 25th down in your calendar as well. Also, you'll find that communication is running very nicely around that time. This is a great time to get along with people, to hang out with your friends, to sign contracts. And on the 29th, to end the month, we have a full moon in Aries, which is all about letting go. So you are going to have to let go of something in your life which may be holding you back from personal independence and stepping into your power, as Aries is a very independent and powerful sign. So this is a time where you will be regaining control and power. You will be finding more independence. You may be ending some sort of personal project or situation that is no longer working out anymore. Aries risings. After months of Venus being retrograde in the sign of Leo, Venus is finally going to station direct from September 4th and onwards. So you're going to find that after having a few months of perhaps struggling in your love life, making major reconsiderations about your love life and trying to figure out things about your love life is finally going to run very smoothly from September 4th all the way to October. In fact, you are going to have the best love life. So you are finally going to have things figured out in terms of love and your romantic relationships. You're finally going to have clarity about your romantic relationships and the future of your romantic relationships, and whether or not someone needs to go, or if you are going to move forward with someone in love. And things are going to improve between you and a romantic partner if there have been issues before. During the first week of the month, you'll also find that your finances are running very smoothly. So you may be making a lot of money during the first week, or you may be saving a lot. Overall, you'll have an influx of money coming in, or you'll have an increase in your wealth. Also, your health is going to be flowing very well. You should be getting along very well with the people that you work with during that first week. The first half of the month is going to be excellent for ushering in what you want in your career, or ushering in the relationship that you desire with your coworkers, or creating a better health plan for yourself, improving your health. It's also going to be an amazing month for manifesting better finances and ushering in wealth. So the major theme during the first half of the month is creating a better work environment for yourself, feeling happy at work, feeling happy with the people that you work with, as well as improving your health and wellness and securing the bag, ushering in financial wealth. On the 14th, there is a new moon in your 6th house of health, fitness, and career. So again, you'll be getting along well with your coworkers around that time. There may be a positive new beginning in your career. Things should be moving very nicely on the work front. Also, you may have some sort of new plan for your fitness and health, which will improve your fitness and health in the long run. From the 15th and onwards, Mercury will station direct after being retrograde. So you'll find that miscommunication with workers or miscommunication in the workplace or issues in the workplace are going to largely ease up. During the second half of the month, you are going to find that there is a lot of forward momentum when it comes to the actualization of your goals and dreams. So you'll find that your plans are finally moving along very nicely. Your plans are going to speed up, so you'll be able to see the manifestation of your goals come to fruition a lot more quickly. Around the 15th and the 18th, you'll have Jupiter square Venus in your 2nd and 5th houses, so there will be a lot of abundance coming in the form of financial wealth. Also, you'll be getting along very well with a romantic partner around this time. There may be positive new beginnings happening in your love life. Things should be moving along very nicely when it comes to your romantic relationships. Also, any creative projects that you have in the works should be gaining momentum, or you may even find success with your creative projects or new creative inspo. And during the second half of the month, you can expect to have a lot of fun. So you'll be getting along very well with your friends. You may be going out a lot with people. You may be partaking in a lot of fun social activities. You may be going on fun, exciting dates. And during the last week of the month, you will have the sun entering your 7th house of committed relationships and partnerships. So you'll be putting a large amount of focus and effort on looking after a romantic relationship or looking after a friendship. So you can expect to put a lot of effort into some sort of relationship. And around the 25th specifically, you'll also find that you making more money is connected to you doing better in the workplace, and vice versa. Being happier in the workplace, performing well at work is going to lead to more financial abundance. And on the 29th, we have a full moon in your sign. So you are going to be the main character to end the month. You are going to be attracting the spotlight. You are going to have a major glow up. So you may be changing your physical appearance or your aesthetic. You're going to be attracting all of the attention. You'll be very focused on self-improvement, and you are going to step into your power around this time. And you're really going to let go of everything that has been setting you back in life. Taurus Rising. So from September 4th onwards, Mercury is finally going to station direct after being retrograde in your 4th house of family living situation. So you're going to find that if you had any issues with your family over the past few months, those are finally going to be resolved. So things with your family members should be running a lot more smoothly. You'll be getting along much better with them. Also, if you've had any difficulty sorting out your living situation, you're finally going to figure out your living situation moving forward over the next couple of months. And some of you may finally make the decision to renovate or move elsewhere from the 4th and onwards. And during the first half of the month, you will be manifesting a lot of abundance into your romantic life. So you should be communicating very well with a romantic partner or with romantic interests. Also, you'll be ushering in abundance when it comes to your creative endeavors. So you may have new creative inspo. And during the first half of the month, things should be very exciting when it comes to your romantic life, but you're also going to get a lot of clarity when it comes to your romantic relationship. So you may figure something out, or you may have major realizations around your love life. Something that you've manifested either in your love life or with your creative projects is going to come to fruition. So you may have something that you've been wishing for a long time coming true when it comes to your romantic life, or something that you've been wishing for with a creative project is finally going to come true. And on the 14th, you have a new moon in your 5th house of dating and creative endeavors. So new moons are all about positive new beginnings. So you may have new love coming into your life, or you may be having something very exciting happening in your romantic life. So something that you've been manifesting in your love life is coming true, or you may have newfound creative inspo around this time. So you may be putting new energy into your creative projects. So things should be moving along very nicely when it comes to your love life, your creative projects. And from the 15th onwards, Mercury will station direct in your 5th house of dating and creative projects after being retrograde in your 5th house. So you're going to find that from mid-September to October, things in your love life and with your creative projects are going to speed up significantly. So things will be moving forward very fast paced. Around the 15th to the 18th, you should have very positive communication with family members. So again, around that time, you'll find that things are moving along very nicely with your family. You're resolving any issues you've had previously. And during the last week of the month, you are going to be focused on improving your lifestyle, creating a better routine for yourself, improving your health and your fitness, your diet, as well as improving the relationships that you have with coworkers. And the last week of the month is going to bring in even more abundance related to your creative projects and your romantic life. So again, this entire month, things should be moving along very nicely when it comes to your love life, your creative project. And on the 29th, to end the month, we have a full moon in your 12th house of mental health and addiction. So you'll be ridding yourself of addictions. You'll be getting rid of anything which has been causing you stress or mental health issues. There's going to be a major release of negative energy so that you can lead a much more peaceful lifestyle and be a lot happier. So this release of negative energy will allow you to regain control of your emotions. Gemini Risings, from September 4th and onwards, you are going to have increased productivity. You are finally going to be able to take hold of your life and get work projects done and out of the way a lot more quickly. You are going to significantly improve your routine and lead a much more structured, balanced lifestyle. This comes after a relief because over the past few months, you may have found that you had difficulties with productivity. You may have found that your life wasn't very structured or balanced, or you couldn't stay on top of your routine. So you are finally going to make significant changes in your life from September to October, where you are a lot more productive. You are able to get things done in a very timely manner. And again, your routine will significantly improve. You may have also had writer's block over the past few months. So you may have had difficulties coming up with ideas or even working on things. So you may have felt like you got stuck when it came to your work or your projects, but you are finally going to have a lot more energy when it comes to getting work done, and you're not going to have those blocks like you had before. During the first week of the month, your mental health is going to significantly improve, and you are going to be growing a lot spiritually. So you may have some sort of spiritual revelation or some sort of spiritual insight. You'll be getting along very well with your family members, and some of you may actually be manifesting your dream home, or you may be changing your living situation in a positive way. During the first half of the month, things should be going very well with your family members, and you're also going to have spiritual and mental breakthroughs as well. So if you've been battling depression or negative thoughts, you are going to be in a much more positive headspace this month. On the 14th, you have a new moon in your 4th house of family home living situation, so there may be positive news in regard to your family members, or some of you may even be looking to relocate and move into a new home, or you may be renovating your home, refurnishing, redecorating, making your living space beautiful. From the 15th and onwards, Mercury will station direct in your 4th house of home family living situations, so you'll find that it's a lot easier for you to move forward with any home living plans that you have, or any plans to redecorate, any plans to move, or again, you'll find that things with your family members are just moving along much more nicely than they were over the past few months. So you'll be creating better relationships with your family members, getting along with them a lot more nicely, establishing deeper bonds with them, and you are going to have a much better day-to-day living situation where again, you have a much more structured lifestyle. So overall, you are going to be a lot happier when it comes to your relationships with others, your relationships with family, as well as the day-to-day life that you've created for yourself, and that increased productivity, being able to get everything done on time. And from the 15th to the 18th, again, you'll find that because you're having significant improvements in your mental health, you are able to stay on top of your work, you're very productive, and this is going to lead to more success as well. So you'll find that you're very successful in your career or with your work or in school. If you're still in school, you'll find that your work is moving along so nicely because you are so much productive, because mentally you're in such a better headspace. You're also going to be getting along very well with the people in your life during the second half of the month, so you may be networking. Networking should run very nicely, so you'll be bonding with people, communicating, you should be very social. And from the last week of September going into October, you are going to have the sun in your 5th house of dating and creativity and having fun, so you'll find that you are having a lot more fun in your life. From the end of September going into October, you'll find that things are a lot more exciting when it comes to your love life. So you may be having a passionate affair with someone, or you may be putting a lot more focus into your romantic relationship. So you'll be having more fun in love. Also, you can expect to go out a lot more, and things should be moving very nicely with your creative projects from the end of September going into October. So you may have newfound success with creative work. On the 29th, you have a full moon in your 11th house of friendships, organizations, so you may be having a very good time with your friends. Around that time, you may be attending a party or a huge social event, and some of you may even be cutting off a friend around that time, or removing yourself from a friend group or an organization. Cancer risings. In September, you are going to be extremely productive and your finances are going to be moving along very nicely. From the 4th and onwards, Venus stations direct in your 2nd house of finances. So over the past few months, there may have been a lot of deliberation or considering how you should move along with your finances, trying to create a financial plan or a financial strategy. There may have been confusion when it came to your finances, but from the 4th of September going into October, you are going to have a lot more clarity when it comes to your finances, and you are going to realize what you need to do in order to make more money, or what kind of money moves you need to make in order to secure more wealth and build your finances. So you'll be making moves from the 4th and onward that will allow you to really secure the bag. So there will be a lot more clarity when it comes to your finances. Also, during the first half of the month, you should be getting along very well with your friends, and there will be a very large emphasis on networking. So you'll be putting yourself out there socially, and you may be creating a larger network. The networking will work very nicely for you. This is a great time to make new friends. Also, you'll be extremely productive when it comes to your written content. So you may be getting work projects or written projects done and out of the way. You'll be completing them efficiently and on time. And you may be getting a lot of clarity or new ideas when it comes to your work projects. So this entire month, there will be a very large emphasis on connecting with people, becoming more social, making more friends, as well as being extremely productive and on top of your shit. On the 14th, you have a new moon in your 3rd house, so you may be creating or starting a new work project, which will end up being very successful. From September 15th and onwards, Mercury will station direct. So after you may have had writer's block, you will find that it is easier for you to get your work done, and you'll be able to move forward with your projects a lot more quickly. Around the 15th to the 18th, you'll find that you are connected with the right people, and there may be people in your life who are inspiring you to become a better version of yourself, or there may be people who are significantly helping you out. So socially, you'll be getting along very well with people. People will be helping you, and also you'll be ushering in financial abundance around the 15th to the 18th. So making more money or securing the bag and ushering in more wealth is going to go hand in hand with creating and establishing better connections with people, and people really helping you out. During the last week of the month, you'll have the sun in your 4th house, so there will be a larger emphasis on your family and your home living situation. So you may be looking after your home, tidying up your home, or you may find that you are putting a lot more time into getting along with your family members, establishing better connections with them. And to end the month on the 29th, we have a full moon in your 10th house of career. So you'll be making major career moves or a major life-changing decision around your career around that time. Or you may find that things are moving along very nicely in the workplace. You're getting a lot of work done and out of the way. You're gaining a lot of recognition in the workplace. Some of you may even be letting go of a job, or you may be changing your career direction. Leo Risings, from September 4th and onwards, Venus will finally station direct in your sign after being retrograde in your sign over the past few months. So over the past few months, you may have had a lot of confusion as to what direction you need to take in life, but from the 4th and onwards, you are going to have newfound clarity, and you are going to have a new plan of action that you can take in order to move forward with success. So over the next 2 months, things are going to be moving a lot more fast-paced in your life after things may have been very slow over the past couple of months, and you have created a new sense of self. So you are becoming a brand new person over the next 2 months. Over the past couple of months, you may have been reinventing yourself, but from the 4th and onwards, you are going to move forward with this new powerful persona, and you're going to be a lot more attractive as well. So you've really worked on yourself over the past few months. Now moving forward into September, you are going to be attracting the limelight and the spotlight with this new identity. You're really changing your vibe, your aesthetic, the way in which you present yourself to the world, and this will lead to you appearing a lot more charismatic and likable, and this will lead to a boost in your reputation over the next 2 months. So you are going to be the main character. You are going to have the spotlight on you during the entirety of September, and you are going to be extremely loved by everyone. During the first week of the month, things will be moving along very nicely in your career, and this will allow you to attract in more financial abundance. So doing well in your career is going to go hand in hand with securing the bag and securing your wealth. So you're going to be ushering in a lot of financial abundance throughout the entire month of September. This is going to be the money month for you. So you can expect to have a huge increase in your wealth and your savings. Also, you may find a new stream of income or new ways to make more money. And again, that career growth is really going to lead to financial growth, and you may be securing more professional connections. You may be getting a lot of sales. On the 14th, you have a new moon in your 2nd house of finances. So that's really around the time where you find that new stream of income, or you find that new way to make more money. And that's going to be a period of time where you have a huge influx in your financial growth. And from the 15th and onwards, any difficulties you had surrounding money are finally going to clear out. For example, if you had a very large debt that you had to pay off, you're finally going to be able to settle that. Throughout the entire month, you are going to have so much forward momentum when it comes to securing the bag, and you are going to have a very large ability to manifest and accumulate wealth, which may even surprise you. Around the 15th to the 18th, you're really going to feel powerful, and a lot of people are going to notice this newfound power, mostly because you have so much career growth. So you'll be a lot more confident, and you'll be projecting a much better self-image. From the last week of September going into October, you are going to have the sun in your 3rd house, so you are going to be extremely productive around that time, and you'll be really on top of getting your work done. You'll be creating a better routine and schedule for yourself. You'll have a lot more energy when it comes to getting work done. And the last week of the month is going to lead to even more career growth and even more financial abundance. And on the 29th, you have a full moon in your 9th house of education and travel. So you may be finishing up a trip, you may be finishing up your studies, or getting a lot of your studies done and out of the way. Or if you're not traveling or you don't have anything related to school, you'll find that you are gaining a lot of knowledge around this time. You may be learning a lot of new things, which are going to help you become a lot more intelligent, a lot more wise. Virgo Risings, you are one of the main characters this month. You are going to be attracting a lot of attention. The spotlight is going to be on you. You are going to be gaining recognition for your achievements and accomplishments, and a lot of your manifestations are finally coming to you this month. During the first week of the month, you are going to be giving up addictions or anything that has been negatively affecting your mental or physical health. So you are going to be leading a much more healthy lifestyle, and this will allow you to usher in a much more peaceful mindset. You may also reconnect with your spirituality, and you can expect a lot of spiritual growth, and you should listen to your intuition. It's going to be heightened around this time. Also, many of you may be traveling this month, in which case your travels should go very well. Also, if you are partaking in educational studies, you should find that your studies are flowing very well this month. There's going to be a lot of communication this month, so you are really going to be putting yourself out there, communicating with people, and you are going to be having a huge boost in your reputation. So you are going to be very seen. You're also going to be accomplishing a lot of your goals this month, and you are going to be manifesting your dreams, or you're going to work on manifesting what you want. This will allow you to achieve success over the next few months. Also on the 14th, you have a new moon in your sign, in the sign of Virgo. So you are going to have a new beginning in life. You are going to be entering a successful new chapter in life. You are going to have a major boost in your personal reputation around that time. That is the time when you are really going to be seen. So the entire month you are the main character, but on the 14th, when the new moon is in your sign, you are going to find that there are a lot of eyes on you. You are gaining a lot of recognition for your achievements. You're also going to be elevating your physical appearance. So you're going to have a major glow up. You're going to make yourself more attractive. For example, you may be doing your makeup differently. You may buy a new wardrobe. From September 15th and onwards, Mercury retrograde will finally end. Mercury will station direct in your sign. So you can expect from the 15th and onwards that communication will become a lot clearer. It'll be easier for you to communicate with others, to express yourself. You're going to be a lot more confident, and life is really going to start picking up the pace from that point forward. So you'll find that your life is rapidly accelerating from then. You'll really be marching towards success and speaking things into existence, into the material world. So you're going to have a major boost in your self-esteem. Also from September 23rd going into October, you are going to have the sun in your Libra second house. So during that time, you are really going to be focused on securing the bag, making more money, making major money moves so that you can secure financial abundance, improve your wealth. And on the 29th to end the month, you have a full moon in your 8th house of finances and investing. So you may be paying off a major debt around that time. You may be making very large financial decisions. And the financial decisions you make around that time will allow you to secure more wealth in the future. For example, you may make a huge investment decision. Libra risings, from September 4th and onwards, Venus will station direct. So Venus retrograde is finally ending in your 11th house of friendships. So you may have found that over the summer, you weren't really connected with certain friends, or your social life wasn't going the way you wanted to, but you will find that from September 4th and onwards, your social life will drastically improve. You'll be getting along much better with your friends, and you may have more clarity when it comes to your friendships and your social group. So you may decide to leave certain friends in the past. During the first half of the month, you are going to be making more money, and this is going to be tied to a major improvement in your mental health. So because you have a lot more mental clarity and you have a lot more peace of mind, this will allow you to have a much better abundance mindset. So you'll be getting rid of a lot of depression or anxiety that may have been plaguing your life. There's going to be a lot of self-work, which will allow you to have a much better mind state. Also, you will be reconnecting with your spirituality. So you may have some sort of spiritual revelation. During the first half of the month, you're also going to have major insights and realizations. So you may get to the bottom of something. You may finally realize some sort of major truth, or you may find that your intuition is really on point. So you should really trust your gut, and you may realize things. On the 14th, there is a new moon in your 12th house of mental health and addiction. So you may be breaking addictions. Also, you may be making new efforts towards improving your mental health. So this entire month is really going to be focused on an improvement in your mental health. So during that time, you may be implementing new practices, which will allow you to have a much healthier mind state. You may also partake in some sort of new religious or spiritual practice. For example, you may be manifesting something new around that time, or you may be practicing meditation. From the 15th and onwards, Mercury will station direct in your 12th house, so you'll have a lot more mental clarity and mental focus. During the second half of the month, you'll have a lot more confidence in your abilities to manifest what you want and create the life that you want. During the second half of the month, you can expect to usher in more financial abundance, and this will be tied in your ability to connect with more people. So socially, you will be excelling. You may be making new friends or leading a very happy, active social life, and in return, you will be making more money. So the two are going to go hand in hand. Because your finances are doing well, you're going to feel more extroverted, and you're going to want to go out more and connect with others more. From September 23rd going into October, the sun is going to enter your sign, so you are going to be attracting a lot of attention during that time. That is when you become the main character, so you are going to have a huge boost in your reputation. You are going to be connecting with a lot of people. You're going to be extremely extroverted. You're going to be very confident. And on the 29th, you have a full moon in your 7th house of committed relationships. So full moons are all about letting go. So you may be ending a chapter in your romantic relationship. This could mean a breakup, but it doesn't always necessarily mean a breakup. You may just be making major changes in your love life. Or you may have a major significant event taking place in your love life around that time. You may have a wild, exciting night with a romantic partner, but expect something major to happen in your love life, something very significant. Scorpio Risings, this is going to be an amazing month for your social life. Also, you may have new career opportunities presenting themselves to you. From September 4th and onwards, Venus will station direct in your 10th house of career. So over the summer, you may have been a bit confused about your career and your career direction, but from the 4th and onwards, things are going to become a lot more clear when it comes to your career and what steps you need to take in order to achieve career success. So over the summer, you may have been reconsidering your career path and your career choices, and now from September 4th and onwards, you are ready to finally take action and make these career aspirations come true, to manifest your ideal career. During the first half of the month, you should be getting along very well with your friends, or you may be getting along very well with a romantic partner. So your one-on-one relationships will be improving, they'll be extremely harmonious, and you're gonna find yourself connecting with the right kinds of people. So you may be making new friendships that are very beneficial for you, but you'll find that your social connections are really helping you and that people are really being there for you, they're supporting you. This could also be a romantic partner or a coworker who is really supporting you. Again, you'll just find that the people who are in your life are really there to help you and they're caring about you during this time. On the 14th, you have a new moon in your 11th house of friendships and social organizations. So you may find yourself becoming a part of a new friend group during this time. You may be making new friends around this time, or you may find that you're connecting socially with people. You're going out a lot with your friends around that day. Also, you'll be gaining a lot of attention around this time. So if you're trying to garner a following on social media, for example, this is a really good day to gain followers. Actually, this entire month is a really great time to gain attention, notoriety, and popularity. From September 15th and onwards, Mercury retrograde will be over, so Mercury will be stationing direct, so it'll be easier for you to communicate with other people. And during the second half of the month, you'll have a much clearer vision when it comes to your career. So you will be able to really work towards your career aspirations because you have a very great plan lined up for yourself. And during the second half of the month, your romantic relationships and your business or your career should be flowing very well. So because you're happy in your romantic relationships, this will allow you to succeed in your career, and because you're doing well in your career, you'll be happy in your romantic relationship. So the two will kind of go hand in hand. If you're not in a romantic relationship, this may be a time where you can meet new people, or you're going to be very attractive, so there will be many potential partners to choose from. From September 23rd going into October, you'll have the sun in Libra in your 12th house, so you are going to have a lot more mental clarity, a lot more mental focus, which will allow you to trudge forward in life successfully. You're going to be ridding yourself of addictions or mental health issues, so you are going to have a lot more peace of mind. And on the 29th, you have a full moon in your 6th house, so you may have very important information coming to you regarding your career. Also, there may be major events taking place in the workplace. You may be making major decisions regarding your career around this time. Also, you may be making major changes to the way in which you look after your health, diet, fitness. Sagittarius Risings, you may have new career opportunities. This is going to be a very action-packed month for you. You are going to be having a lot of fun, and many of you are going to travel. Overall, this is going to be a very exciting month for you. From September 4th and onwards, Venus stations direct in your 9th house, so you may finally be able to move forward with your travel or educational plans, whereas it may have been difficult for you to make plans around travel or education over the summer. From the 4th and onwards, you'll be gaining a lot of wisdom and clarity, so you'll have a lot of knowledge coming to you, and you'll find out the truth in things that matter. And during the first half of the month, you're going to be getting along very well with coworkers, and things should be moving very well in the workplace. So you should have a very harmonious, happy working environment, and you'll be excelling in the workplace as well. So you're really going to be on top of your work. Also, you're going to have major improvements to your health as well. So you may be making adjustments to the way in which you look after your health. For example, creating a new diet or exercise regime and sticking to that strictly. And you may have new opportunities opening up to you in your career, which will allow you to excel in the workplace. You can expect to gain a lot of recognition for the work that you do, and you'll find that the people that you work with are there to help you, so they'll be very nice to you. You're going to be making major career moves and career plans, which will allow you to unlock new opportunities in the workplace. And on the 14th, you have a new moon in your 10th house of career, so around the 14th specifically is when you will make these major career moves. During the second half of the month, you'll have raised energy levels because you're looking after your physical health, so you'll have a lot more energy to move forward, and this will also add to your career success. Because you have more energy, you'll be able to perform a lot better in the workplace. During the second half of the month, many of you will be moving forward with new travel or educational plans, and those should go very well. From September 23rd going into October, your social life will drastically improve, and you're going to become a lot more extroverted because the sun will be in your Libra 11th house. So you'll be successfully networking, garnering a lot of attention, putting yourself out there. And around the 25th, you have Mercury trining Jupiter, which is going to allow you to usher in even more abundance when it comes to your career. So you are going to really be manifesting a lot of career success around that time specifically. And on the 29th, you have a full moon in your Aries 5th house, so you may be letting go of a chapter in your romantic relationships. For example, many of you may have a breakup, or if that's not the case, you may find yourself ending some sort of toxic situation that you had with a romantic partner, or you may just have a major event taking place in your love life. Capricorn Risings, you're going to have major improvements in your finances this month, so you will be raising a lot of financial abundance, and many of you will have the opportunity to travel. Over the summer, you may have been making plans around your finances, or there could have been some stagnancy when it came to your finances, but in September, you are going to have newfound clarity when it comes to how you should handle your finances, and you may be able to come up with new ways and new strategies to make more money. So you're going to have a lot more clarity when it comes to your finances from September 4th and onwards, and what you need to do in order to secure the bag and secure more wealth. And during the first half of the month, your dating life should be going very well. Also, you may have a lot of success when it comes to your creative projects, your creative endeavors. So there's going to be a lot of growth in your romantic life, so perhaps you and your partner are establishing a much more harmonious and stronger bond, or you may be getting to know someone new, and you'll have a lot of growth with your creative projects, and you'll also find that you may be able to finally make plans around traveling. Also, your studies or your educational plans should be running very well. On the 14th, you have a new moon in your 9th house, so that may be the time specifically where you finally decide to travel, or you decide to make those major travel plans or educational plans, or if you're not traveling or pursuing higher education, this may be a time where you gain a lot of knowledge and wisdom. So you may have newfound knowledge coming your way. You may find yourself learning a lot around this time too. So for example, you may pick up a book and you may learn some new psychology hacks. During the second half of the month, your finances are going to be running very well, and you may make new investment strategies which will help you secure more wealth, or you may find that other people are very generous with their wealth and they may give you money. So there's going to be a lot of money coming in, and this may come from multiple different sources, or you may be coming up with new strategies to make a lot more money. So this month is going to be very money heavily focused. And because you're doing well financially, this will allow you to also be happy in your romantic relationship, since you're not stressing as much about your finances. And from September 23rd all the way to October, you are going to have the sun in your Libra 10th house. So you are going to be very focused on your career during that time. And you're going to be making a lot of money. And this is going to go hand in hand with you performing very well in your career. You'll be making major career moves from the end of September to October, which will help you get ahead in the workplace. And on the 29th, there will be a full moon in your 4th house of home family living situation. So you may have to deal with family members around that time. There could potentially be conflict between you and family members around that time. Also, you may be making a major decision to renovate your home or even move elsewhere. So a lot of your attention is going to be focused on your family and your home life around that time. Aquarius Risings, your love life is going to drastically improve, and your finances are also going to improve. You may have new financial opportunities arising. From September 4th and onwards, Venus will station direct in your 7th house of committed relationships. So your romantic relationships are going to drastically improve over the summer because Venus retrograde was hitting your 7th house of relationships. You may have had difficulty surrounding love. There may have been a lot of stagnancy in your love life or confusion, but you're finally going to gain clarity when it comes to your romantic relationships moving forward, and you're going to know what direction your love life is headed towards, or whether or not you're meant to be with a romantic partner. And many of you may have had an ex come back into your life, so now is the time when you're finally going to realize whether or not you are meant to have this ex in your life. So your love life is finally going to pick up the pace and move forward in a positive direction. In fact, you are going to be one of the luckiest signs over the next 2 months when it comes to your love life. So if you are looking for love, chances are you'll be able to find someone new, or if you're already with someone or you have some sort of situation, you'll be able to improve upon that situation, or at least gain clarity about that relationship or situation. During the first half of the month, there may be new investment or financial opportunities. For example, you may be buying a new house or property, or you could be selling a house. So overall, your investments should be going very well. Also, you should be getting along very well with your family members, or you may be renovating your home. So there may be major things taking place when it comes to your family or home life. Also, people may be very generous with their finances, so you may have people giving you gifts or giving you money, for example, or you may come up with new strategies that are really going to improve your finances. So you're going to have a lot more financial clarity, and you're going to figure out what you need to do in order to secure the bag and raise your wealth. On the 14th, you have a new moon in your 8th house of finances and investments. So specifically around this time, you may come up with a new strategy to make more money. So you may come up with a new income stream, or you may start a new investment, which will turn out to be profitable. From the 15th and onwards, Mercury will station direct, which will again give you more clarity when it comes to your finances. During the second half of the month, your finances and your romantic relationships will be running very nicely. So you'll be getting along with a romantic partner, or you may find yourself just getting along with the people in your life. For example, getting along very well with family members. So financial opportunities are going to open themselves up to you. Also from September 23rd going into October, you will have the sun entering your Libra 9th house of travel and education. So you may be coming up with new educational plans, or you may be pursuing new travel plans. Overall travel should be going very well. You should be performing very well in your studies. Also from the end of the month going into October, you are going to be gaining a lot of wisdom. You are going to be learning a lot of new knowledge, which will be applicable in your life, which will help you excel in life. And on the 29th, you have a full moon in your 3rd house. So you will be very productive around that time. You'll be establishing a better routine. You'll be getting a lot of work done and out of the way. Or you may finally be ready to put some sort of work project that you've been working a long time on out into the world. Pisces Risings, this month you are finally going to gain a lot of insight and clarity about your romantic relationships, and you are going to figure out whether or not someone is meant to be in your life or not. Things should be flowing very well in your career. So to start off the month, September 4th and onwards, Venus retrograde finally ends, so things will be easing up in the workplace. So you'll be getting along much better with the people that you work with. You'll be a lot more happier at work after perhaps over the summer things were not necessarily the best in the workplace, or you weren't really happy at work. There are going to be drastic improvements in the workplace, and you may be reconsidering what you want to do with your career and making new career plans so that you can move forward closer to your career dreams and aspirations. You may also create a new strategy to look after your physical health, diet, or exercise regime, and this will allow you to become a lot fitter and healthier for the rest of the month. So during the first half of the month, your health is going to drastically improve and things are going to be moving a lot more nicely in the workplace. During the first half of the month, you are going to be extremely productive, and you're likely going to have a lot of talk with a romantic partner, so you'll be figuring out a lot about what's going on between you and a partner. This will allow your relationships to run a lot more smoothly, and because you are extremely productive this month, you're going to be getting a lot of work done and out of the way, so you'll be releasing a lot of work projects on time. On the 14th, you have a new moon in your 7th house of relationships, so you may be starting a new romantic relationship around this time. You may go on a very exciting, fun date, so there may be new, exciting energy coming into your love life. Or if you don't have something happening with a romantic partner, you may find that you're bonding very well with someone in your life. It could be a friend, a business partner. From the 15th and onwards, Mercury will be stationing direct in your 7th house, so you'll find that you'll gain even more clarity when it comes to your romantic relationships, and it'll become a lot easier to communicate with a romantic partner and figure things out with them. During the second half of the month, you'll find because you're so productive and you're putting so much work out into the world, this will open up new opportunities for you. For example, you may have new creative opportunities opening up or new career opportunities opening up. From September 23rd to October, you are going to have the sun in your Libra 8th house of finances and investments. So there's going to be a very huge emphasis placed on looking after your finances and creating new financial strategies, which will allow you to secure the bag and attain more wealth. You may also be manifesting more wealth into your life, or some of you may even get involved in witchcraft or occultism to manifest your desires. And by the last week of the month, you should have all of the answers that you are looking for when it comes to your love life. And if you're with the right partner, it'll be a great time to establish a deeper bond with a romantic partner. And to end the month on the 29th, you have a full moon in your 2nd house of finances, so you may be letting go of a financial chapter, you may be letting go of a way in which you make money, or you may be paying off a huge debt. You may be making major moves or decisions when it comes to your finances, which will help you secure more wealth in the future. So you may be letting go of some sort of financial burden. For example, if you've been overspending, you're going to quit that.